Well, things have certainly changed while I was gone, haven't they? I got a new curtain, I got my hair cut, I have missing teeth. I don't even know how long I was gone. I don't want to look either. Just knowing that it's been more than a month is what bothers me a lot. Believe it or not, the tooth that you've been seeing in my earlier videos that were sticking out, that was actually a baby tooth that refused to come out. So I got that removed. And as you can see, this new curtain is making it difficult for me to have proper lighting. I have a lamp on over there and I have my phone on flashlight mode in front of me. I also recently went through a breakup. He broke up with me through text because he wanted to save gas. Don't be that person. That's not cool. You know the rule of not to break up through text, right? That's a pretty big rule. If you're gonna do that, it's highly disrespectful. I have met so many guys, and I've found a good strategy to kind of pick out the guys who are actually more respectful. Ask them or tell them about 50 Shades of Grey. If the guy doesn't say anything involving the phrase, oh yeah, Mr. Grey is a jerk or something like that, if they don't think that Mr. Grey is a jerk for treating her like that, then chances are they're going to treat you that same way. It's all about what they think is okay and what isn't. I did this exact same thing with one of the guys I was talking to about a month ago, and he kept justifying Mr. Grey's actions, saying that he was just trying to be safe and what was keeping her from leaving. That's what emotional manipulation does. It tricks you into thinking that you want to be with this guy when in reality you really should have left him way long ago. She was confused. He was confusing her. That's not okay. And nobody else should think that's okay either. You shouldn't justify it with what was keeping her from leaving. That's not the whole point. The whole point is he's being a jerk. There's no justification for that. It's not her fault because you didn't leave soon enough. It's his fault for treating her so badly. She shouldn't need to know when to leave. He should treat her nicely. That's how relationships work. I've had to stop talking to a lot of guys because they were either childish, manipulative, or just players. I dated a couple of them, and one of them worked really well for about 4 months, and then he was an absolute jerk, and I was dumb. After months later of nothing, I forgave him for it, and then we started going out again for another 6 months. Again, it went downhill. That was last summer when he told me to stop talking to him. So I did, and it was actually around that moment when I actually started to try and look for friends online. It wasn't a bad idea. I was just really unlucky because I had met about 4 guys maybe that were all, not all. One of them was actually a good person. He just made a really big mistake. And I didn't think he deserved a second chance for it. One guy was just absolutely childish when he didn't get his way, and he really liked me. I had a huge crush on me. I wasn't entirely interested in him, though he was a good guy, so I kept thinking about it that maybe the relationship could work out. He and I just stayed friends. He was happy about that, but I started to show interest in another guy who admittedly was actually the very manipulative one. Again, I was dumb. And he and I actually dated for about a week. I'm gonna call him guy number 1 and then guy number 2. Guy number 1 being the childish one, guy number 2 being Mr. Manipulative. Guy number 1 was getting upset with me because I was Skyping with guy number 2 during nights a lot. And when I started dating guy number 2, guy number 1, I asked my family and friends if it was a good idea to start dating a guy, or started to start dating someone when even though you barely know them. After about a week of knowing them or something like that. He basically asked his friends and family about what I just did without actually saying my name and asking him if that was okay. And then he came back and told me that everyone agreed with him. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or censor myself. That's a real dick move. That's not okay. I know he didn't say my name, but to ask people what I did, if that was okay, and then come back to me saying everyone agrees with me. No. He was an absolute child when he didn't get what he wanted. My friend is 14, and he is more mature than 10, 20-year-old guys that I've met. He and I have been talking for about 7 months, I think. And the 20-year-old guys who I've only talked to for maybe a month or two. I don't think I even needed that much time to realize that this guy was a bad person. And he is not at all like that. And it still blows my mind that he is that mature for his age. He's not done anything disrespectful at all to me. So shout out to my best friend. Woo, you rock! I really don't have much to say in this video, I guess. I could explain the reason why there was such a long pause. It's because I was trying to see if I can film a video with a friend of mine and we would talk about like dating advice because she's really wise, but she never got around to it. I'm hoping she and I can do that sometime soon, but at the moment there's nothing going on. So yeah, this isn't really much of a video, is it? At least it's something after however long I've been gone.